All right, let's jump right in. Today, we're doing something a little different. We're going to deconstruct a modern, skilled trade business, Aplus Welding, just by using the words on their own website. The whole idea is to see how a craft that's literally ancient presents itself in today's digital world. And that really gets to the core question of this whole explainer. What does modern craftsmanship even mean anymore? It's not just about what you can do with your hands. So we're going to use Aplus Welding as a case study to see how a company answers that question through what they do, what they promise, and how they get it done.
Okay, so first things first. Let's establish who these guys are and where they operate.
Wow, right off the bat, this isn't just some catchy tagline, It's their entire mission statement. They're framing their work around three key ideas: skill, precision, and excellence. That's a company setting a really high bar for itself from the get-go.
So here are the hard facts. They call themselves a premier company. They're based in Pompano/Oakland Park, Florida, and, this is a huge detail, they're staffed by certified welders. That one word, certified, is everything. It's a signal of trust that separates the real pros from the hobbyists.
And just look at their service area. Their footprint is pretty significant. By listing all these major cities from West Palm down to Miami, they're telling you they're not just a small local shop. Nope. They're a major regional player in the super competitive South Florida market. Okay, so that's who they are. Now let's see how that identity translates into what they actually do. We've got the who and the where, so now it's time for the what. So, on the big picture level, they do metal fabrication. The key phrase here is end-to-end service. That means they're managing the whole shebang, from the initial design all the way to the final custom structure. That tells you they have the chops for really big, complex projects. But it's not all massive structures. They also zoom in to the micro level. Look at this list: handrails, fences, custom staircases, even delicate restoration work. This shows a serious focus on precision and bespoke craftsmanship. They can build the whole thing, but they can also perfect all the little details. And this, I think, is just brilliant. It really shows off their versatility. The company plays in two different sandboxes. On one hand, they're creating brand new things from scratch, and on the other, they're breathing new life into old stuff with repairs and maintenance. That dual ability makes them a full-service partner, not just a one-and-done contractor. And get this, it doesn't even stop there. They also highlight things like metal finishing and custom modern furniture. That moves their brand beyond just construction and squarely into the world of aesthetics and design. It suggests they've got an artist's eye for detail, not just an engineer's. So they've got this huge range of services, from massive buildings to fine furniture. But what often defines a modern craftsperson isn't just what they do, but how they do it. So let's take a look at their process. I mean, this is the million-dollar question for any service business, isn't it? When you're juggling so many different kinds of jobs, how do you possibly guarantee consistency and quality every single time? For them, the answer is all in the workflow. And here it is. Their answer is a simple three-step process built around being a pro and keeping you in the loop. Step 1 is all about meticulous planning, getting every detail right before work starts. Step 2 is about execution, but the key part is keeping the client informed. That's transparency. And step 3 is all about reliability, finishing on time, and backing up their work with warranties. The whole system is designed to build trust. This brings us to the end, where all these different pieces, their identity, their services, their process, they all come together to form one single, powerful brand promise. And this quote just says it all, doesn't it? It frames every single job, no matter how big or small, as a chance for them to prove themselves. This isn't about just checking a box and getting a task done. It's about showing their dedication to perfection. That's a really powerful statement of purpose. Which leaves us with a final question to chew on. When you look at a company like Aplus Welding, you see that the welding itself is only one piece of the puzzle. Their transparent, reliable process is just as much a part of what they sell. And it makes you wonder, for any modern craft, whether it's welding or even writing code, is the process itself the most important product you're actually selling? Something to think about.